you ready? Are you boys ready for some more Stanley Parable? Because I am. Except the chat's not working because I forgot to set the fucking chat setup. Oops. Hello everyone. How's everyone? I'm gonna quickly go and get the fucking chat because someone forgot to put the chats and so yeah, fantastic, great start. It is actually, I'm on time. That's a fast. God, I don't hear myself, please don't hear myself. Good. First of all, I didn't have breakfast today because my mom is at work right now. Because you don't know, I'm officially left school, so this would be the time I would be. Well, this won't be the time I would be going to school because I have days off on Mondays and Wednesdays, but not anymore. I have days off forever until I get like a job or college or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put on the music for a little bit because I want to chill out with you guys before we actually begin Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So today's plan, we're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which is basically like the newer version of Stanley Parable. So if you don't know, over on this channel, on this Twitch channel, fucking hell, YouTube channel, Remix Live, if you go through to the playlists, you can see right here I have a playlist called Stanley Parable. So we played the 2011 version, which is the Half-Life 2 version of the game, which was great. So we played that on the 22nd of May, 2022. And then 11 days ago, we played the Stanley Parable 2014 game, which was on the 25th. Today, we're beginning Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which is like a different game. Now, let me give you guys some context, because we're not going to be doing all the endings today. So, first thing, I'm only going to be doing 2 endings with the main game, then the rest of the stuff will be new content bits. So, yeah. When you stop the game for like the very first time, it doesn't actually, say, fucking give you the new content and straight away. You have to like go through like an ending or 2 or something like that. So look, now I've already played this a lot, so I'm gonna quickly double check if my save file was deleted. Because I want to start a brand new game, fresh off the bag. So that means we don't have that. Got this. Yeah, how are we everyone? Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I woke up like an hour ago, so my brain's still empty. Oh fuck it. So got any time because I'm not gonna play the game anyway. I'm just gonna play. I didn't. It's not 11 PM. It's fucking like 1:43 PM. One time game. I think. No, my time's not said 1 on here. You know what? It doesn't have any of the new stuff in it anyway, so you know what? I'll keep it like that for right now. But anyway, are we ready? Begin this. Begin our adventure into the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So, I'm gonna do endings. So I have to do 2 of the endings just to get it to actually give me the new content area, because for some reason it doesn't give you the ending straight away. You have to actually go ahead and fucking like do an ending. So I have to do an ending. So I don't know what ending I should do. I might do the Blue Door ending because there's a different thing with the Blue Door ending with this one. Then I might do just the Confusion ending, just to make it a bit more longer so you guys can actually get full grasp of it. So let me quickly go set up the capture card, because I haven't set up the capture card because I was jamming to the beats that I was listening to. So good. Anyway, Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Let me go and get set up. 1 second. Oh, what? Oh god. You know something that sucks? It sucks when I have to have a fucking HDMI splitter going through both signals. Ridiculous. Come on, you. You know you are. Give me a minute, boys. I'm starting a bit of technical difficulty. There we go. Found it. Sometimes you can have technical difficulties sometimes, so that was the issue. But when we get into the actual game, I will turn off the music so that means you guys can actually hear the actual game. That's actually on sync. Is cool. Again, audio, I think it might be, it's just very low. There it is. So you guys should get audio, so if I click on a game that has like audio video like mine, we happy for you over here. Yep, you hear that? You hear that? Oh, that's loud. You hear that? So loud. Anyway, let's turn off the music because we're gonna go ahead and start Stanley Parable Deluxe. Alright, boys. Let's hop in to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which is basically both a remastered version of the 2014 game and some new content in it. But it's only so you can get it for consoles. Apparently it's for PS5. Here's the thing, I don't feel anything different with the PS5 version. One thing you can feel is like a wombo. That's pretty much it. Which, yeah, this kinda suck, but you know what, whatever. We do, but it is available for PS4 as well, so yeah, if you want to play on PS4 you can, it's as a PS4 version. But of course I bought the I bought the freaking PS5 version because I'm using a PS5, obviously. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, should we hop into this? I think we should. Alright, here we go. Stanley Parable begins now. Music muted? Yep, music is muted. Here we go. Crows. I remember those guys. Wait, is it Crows not made, Count Plus? Oh god, that game. What a doozy of a ride. Current time is actually not bad because that's the exact one time. In the UK, it's that. Yes. 1:40 favorite time. Right time. Okay, this is gonna happen. Okay, give me a minute. I'm just gonna reset the whole entire game, so that means we have a fresh thing because this is not supposed to happen in like an actual like blind playthrough of this game. So give me a minute. I'm gonna reset the game because apparently I didn't reset the completely thing. When I supposed to type in the time, it shouldn't come up with this shit. One sec. Go to current time. I'm just gonna set it 12 for right now because I can't. I don't care, game. Game, I don't care. I just want to reset the game. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll give you the right time later, alright? I need to restart the game a couple of times anyway in this playthrough anyway. I just begin the game. No, I didn't want to begin the game. Hold on. Delete save data. No, oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. Delete save file. There we go. We're completed. We're done. It's deleted. Now we can start a fresh game. Holy shit, that was way too long. Because I played this game a lot on this news also. Okay, here we go. This is what's supposed to happen. So you can check your screen and subtitles. So if you want... Give me a minute. My fucking controls drifting on me. Yeah, English, please. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? I think we did, too. Because we played, like, the Half-Life 2 version and the 2014 version. So, yeah, I did. I'll put it there right now. And the current time. Alright, then I'll put in the actual time. Which will apply, by the way, so... If you're wondering why I'm putting in the right time, just don't worry. Yep, cool. Here we are. Here we go. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Here we go. We're in this game now. Finally. It took a while, but finally in. So, check out the settings. For the subtitles out, I'm going to turn this down a little bit, because I don't need to see like the whole black ball. Put it to 50. You can have simpler controls. What's that mean? Oh, does it mean like every fucking button is fucking, every single button just elapsed? I mean, just one. Why? That is not, that's really dumb. Hey, what thought I do, ladies and gentlemen? Let's hop in. Here we go. The Stanley Parable begins.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well then, here we go, boys. We're in now. Oh my god, this... This controller is drifting, it's ridiculous, and also I'm gonna put this camera fucking thing. Better. I don't know why it's like that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
You see my fucking drifting?
Simply missed a memo.
Look at this. I'm not even touching the control stick. It's moving by itself. I can just do this.
When Stanley came to a set of two,
shut up! I'm going through the right door.
The correct way to the
I'm not even touching the control stick, and it's going by itself. I'm not kidding.
By the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes,
it's dumb.
Truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
the
first open door on his left.
Maybe I might kill for this bit because this bit I need to.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Oh my god, stop. Also, sorry about that bit. For some reason my capture card can do that sometimes.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
sorry about that if it
really
beeps at me. not plums, I mean.
I realize that
Those black
investing
women.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Oh my
story
God!
in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
The fucking drift! The drift fucked me up! Oh, you fat shit!
All of his co-workers were
Really?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Really?
meeting. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Really, controller? And that wasn't even me, I wasn't even touching my control stick.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Get
Perhaps
out of
he wanted
here!
to stop by the employee
Get
lounge
out of
first,
here!
just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room.
That's bullshit,
But
dude.
eager to get
That's
back to
such
business,
bullshit.
Stanley took the first open door on
That
his
wasn't
left.
me. Control stick decided, hey, I
Stanley
wanted
was
this
so
to move
bad at
around
following
by itself.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's try this again without fucking dying
Look,
this
Stanley,
time.
I think
please.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something.
Do you see that? When I was about to jump, my capture just beeped at me and
something bad to happen to you.
back. That was amazing.
I don't know how to convince you
I need
of
to
this, but
try
I
and fix
really
that,
do
because that's
want
going to be
to
very
help you,
annoying
to show
during
you
the
something
gameplay, so I need to do
beautiful.
that.
Look, let
One
me
sec.
prove it. Let me prove
While this
that I'm
guy's
on your side.
talking and fucking
Give me a chance.
beeping at me.
Now listen
sec.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
1 sec, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Sorry, there we go. That should have walked it, but if it did, it doesn't. Sorry for that, it's just for some reason my capture card can do that. Can this fucking drifting stop? 1 sec. My character's gonna go up to somewhere, but 1 sec. I'm just cleaning. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm clicking shit. I'm cleaning my control stick because I think it's because my control stick is dirty. Wait. Come on. You can drift on me now? No? Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Is everything gonna go 1 today? Is this what's gonna happen? Have I got bad luck? I think that's what's happening here. There we go. Keep the charge win. Fucking hell.
Door.
No, I'm not going for the red door. I'm going for the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right.
No.
Go ahead, Stanley.
I'm not going
You wanna
through your
know
fucking...
so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end
Red
of this
door.
road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
In this version, there is a bit of a
I haven't
difference
even
with
finished
the
building
games
this section of
you
the map,
picked.
because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken
Because in the
rules,
blue door
exposed
ending
developer
in the
textures.
boss
Is this
game,
what you had wanted?
14 version,
Was it worth ruining the
it's
entire story
just
I'd written out
Minecraft and Portal.
specifically for you? Do you not
This
think
one's
I
gonna be
put
a
lot
bit
of time into
different,
that?
and I
Because
won't
I did.
spoil
And in the
it
end, it was
until
all
we
for
get to
nothing,
it.
because this is what you wanted to see.
You
Help
have
me
to
here,
spoil
Stanley.
it.
Help
Yes.
elucidate these strange
You
and
haven't played it
unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Well, you're gonna shut
Work
the
with me.
hell
You've told
up.
me absolutely
That'd be great.
nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already
Oh,
feels
really?
leaps
A
ahead
third
of where we were
option? I've never
before.
had a
Go
third
ahead,
option in a
Stanley. Take it as a
game
start.
before.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel
What?
free to be honest.
That doesn't make
I'm
sense,
looking
okay.
for some real critical feedback here.
It sucks.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Shut up
This
your
isn't
fucking
my place to
ass!
judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. Worldwide leaderboard, eh? Oh, my drifting's still happening. God damn it. One sec. Oh. Stanley. Oh no. Stanley Parable career? There's a career in Stanley Parable? Oh my god. Hey, it's going up. It's taking forever, but it is. Him more attractive than Stanley. Why are you... One second, I'm going to disconnect my capture card and reconnect it, because I think it's something to do with my capture card. Give me a minute. Okay, are we good? Can we now... What can we go through this game without having any more issues? Please.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard...
I don't care about your leaderboard. I just care about the games that you freaking give us.
Honest answers, please.
Still one, my guy. Didn't click it.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and
No.
now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
That
playtesting.
stupid baby game, I don't care. I'm just gonna kill it straight away.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I'm just gonna kill it straight away. I'm not actually going to fucking
towards danger.
play this.
You click the button to move him
For 4
back to the
hours?
right,
Hell no.
and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So
You can get the hell out of here.
4 hours of play to make
I don't
sure
think I've
it's
seen
effective.
anybody
Be
play
sure
this
to
game
keep
for
notes
4
on
hours.
your experience.
Die, baby! Die!
You heartless bastard. Did you do
I
it
don't
because these
care.
babies
Call me a
or
bastard if
purely
you
to
want.
spite me? Because
My
if it's for
brain's
that,
already
then I
got
don't know what
enough
to do. I'm
of
completely
that
out
in my
of
brain.
ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
Here we go, now we're gonna get into the actual games that is new in this one.
Yes, this seems like
So I need
it'll
to-
work.
so I need to
Let's
put
give
this-
it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
It's Firewatch, apparently.
Well, it seems obvious to me
I'm
that
in
you are meant to play
Firewatch
as a
now?
creepy man spying on innocent
Now,
civilians below
if you didn't
from
know,
up
I did
high
a
in your
stream
tower, perhaps for
on the
some
main
sort of
channel
twisted
ages
erotic
ago of me
purpose.
playing Firewatch.
Yes, that must be it.
Until
What a
my entire
fascinating
thing
venture into
crashed
the
on me.
experience of total
Not
mental
my
depravity.
console, my
So
computer
far,
crashed
I love
on me, I think.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems
I
there's
didn't
even more.
get a chance to play more of it.
Come, let's venture
But
outward and see what else
this
is out
does...
there.
I don't know how... Did I have like the Minecraft sound? I'm also alone in this house, so it feels very strange. Sometimes it always feels.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh yeah, I forgot I uploaded a video called Cats for 18 seconds on my actual binge channel. Since I haven't uploaded on that channel in ages, I decided just to upload that for some reason, I don't know why. Oh, Rocket League? Why are we in Rocket League now?
What I had in mind.
Why?
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here.
What?
Now,
I don't have a car, and also I don't
design.
have a fucking ball.
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally
Give me a car.
impressed.
Also, how is the audio? Is the audio good? Do tell me, I'll put it down.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There
Might
are lots
put
of
a little
cars
bit.
here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here.
Oh God.
Is this game sports ball?
Yes,
Stanley,
it's sports
I
ball.
think
It's whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Fun.
Give me the
We
ball.
should run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Give me the ball!
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
And fuck. Oh! You can do whatever you want in here, and the way it keeps going on and on and on, but
Are you doing
to get out of this
Are
place,
you
we just
winning?
have to go over
Is this
here.
fun?
Whee!
What are you doing?
I'm going into whatever the fuck this is. Deja vu! And deja vu!
I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Bye. Oh God! Deja vu. Hey, it's the fucking Half-Life 2 version of the Stanley Parable. You know this. If you've watched the streamed version of I did of it. It was a very short one because it wasn't that much endings in it. But it was still fun. I also need to go and take up I need to go get juice and I forget the toilet, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe when the night it was talking to me. Okay, I can't go anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go quickly while this guy's talking to me. Give me a minute, I'll be right back.
I wonder what he found.
Enjoy went nowhere.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, is he done? Oh, he is done. No music? Or is my TV audio just very low? Music? Hello?
All of his co-workers were
There we
gone.
go.
What could it mean?
That was weird.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Anyway, hello, I'm back
Perhaps he
again.
had simply
I have a
missed
can now.
memo.
So it's not open yet, so I have to do another one of these endings.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Which
open doors,
we were stopped.
he entered the door on his left.
So let's go and do the museum ending. Then we can do one of the newest
Yet there
endings
was not
in
a
this
single
game.
person
Then
here either.
hopefully the new
Feeling
content door is
a wave
open.
of disbelief,
Hopefully, when it's
Stanley decided to
open.
go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So in here, we go in here and type in this
Stepping into his
passcode,
manager's
which will,
office,
you know what it
Stanley
is,
was
so
once again stunned to
let's
discover
go
not
freak
an
out
indication
and
of
give me some
any
new
human
jazz
life.
music.
Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get
There we
through
go.
the story as quickly as
I don't
possible.
care.
He
I'm gonna open my
didn't
camera
have
while
a
he's talking.
single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I don't
That
care.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Sounds like gibberish when I'm talking over the narrator. That sounds like
Feeling
gibberish to
soothed
me, because
and
I don't know.
rejuvenated, Stanley
Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Into the opened passageway.
Now, if you do this at multiple times, it will just open it straight away for you, but yeah. You see right here now there's an up version of the elevator. And that's where one of the newest endings happen. But
Descending
we won't do
deeper
that
into the
until we
building,
finish the
Stanley
museum ending,
realized
because
he felt a bit peculiar.
why not?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Now we do the
as though
freedom
he felt
ending,
more
which is
free
like
to
a game
think
where
for
you just
himself,
listen to this
to
guy, but
question the nature of his job.
I don't care about it.
Feel this now,
The only thing I
when
care
he
about
realized
is the newest
it had
endings.
never
That's it.
occurred to him.
If you want to see all those endings, just check out the previous Stanley Parable 2014 stream I did. That's basically like the whole game except new endings ones. Anyway, escape. Let's go.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I know.
The door behind him was not shut.
I know.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I know. Okay, I think
At
I'll
this
fix
point,
my drift.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I know. I'm going to my death. Hey, wed. Whee! My death. Now you can probably put. Here's the thing. I for some reason learned this. You can put the fires from Port 2 into the Stanley Parable, and that actually works.
And Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley
But this is not the end for the Stanley Parable right after this stream, because there's like one more game that's by the same person who made the Stanley Parable.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss,
beginner's guide.
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he
You'll get a chance to play that as well.
accepted this
Again,
violent end to his
in,
brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I'm not gonna play it in this stream. We're gonna be playing it on a different stream because it'll be a long stream. Anyway, yay, dead.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
Fun.
into
We
the
have the
enormous metal jaws.
female
In a single
narrator.
visceral instant, Stanley
We have a
was
narrator into a
obliterated
narrator.
as the
Okay, then that
machine
makes more
crushed
sense.
every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Hey.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
I know.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. Hey.
When every path you can walk
Here we
has
are
been
in the
created
museum
for you
ending.
long in advance,
It's
death
just a
becomes
museum full
meaningless,
of
making life the same.
fins.
Do you see now?
Even
Do you see that
the office
Stanley
doors,
was
which is
already
oh,
dead from the
001,
moment he hit
002,
start?
003, which you can't open. The fucked. That's a button I recognize. Was it from the demo? I don't know. 2014 demo, not not this demo, because there's not even a single demo for this one. What's this way?
You'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
What? I didn't even hear anything, because he just...
He traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Stanley stood on the snow.
Oh, okay, so there's actual outtakes. I didn't know that was actually a thing. I didn't even know there was an actual, like, outtake version of it, which is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. I didn't see that. I don't know why I didn't see that the first time. It's weird. Oh. 42. 42 my ass. Give me a minute. God damn it. Anyway, sorry. I interrupted. Anyway, let's leave this place.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Boom.
Can you see?
No.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Excuse me? Am I...
Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this.
Turn off your PlayStation?
As long as you move forward, you'll be
Shut up.
someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
I need to turn off
choose
that
it.
option.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
God. Yeah, like we walk through the game's like text, so whatever console you're playing on, reflect it. So if you're playing on a PlayStation, it would be saying your PlayStation. If you're playing on like an Xbox, it would
All
be
of his
playing
co-workers
saying
were
your
gone.
Xbox. If you're playing on a
What could it
PC,
mean?
it would be playing.
Stanley
your
decided to go to the
PC.
meeting room.
That
Perhaps
makes
he had
complete
simply
sense.
missed a memo.
Hey, look at that! The new content door's open now. Fun fuck. We're gonna get to that in a minute because we have one more ending to do
Stanley
before
came
we
to
do
a
that.
set of two
Which
open
is
doors.
a new ending.
He entered the
actually,
door on
so
his
it's-
left.
Makes sense. Don't worry,
There was
we already
not
get
a
to the
single
new
person here
content door
either.
anyway.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Should I go in
Stanley
the broom
decided to
closet?
go up to his...
Yes.
Stanley stepped
Stop.
into the broom closet, but there
Close.
was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
It's still happening again. Shit. I'm just gonna stay in here. Why not?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Okay.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing
Yes.
around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Shouldn't be.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I know. I just like it. I just like going into the broom closet. What the fuck is this only?
Maybe to
Find me
you
later,
this
I
is
don't care about
somehow
Elsa.
its own branching path. Maybe
Yeah.
when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They probably did, dude. They probably do.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because
Dick.
of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Not stupid as
That or
well.
with drug money. Also,
Whoa!
Stanley's addicted to drugs.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I just realised my drifting's still happening. A bit.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom
My
closet,
drifting's happening.
explored
This is
it a
what's
bit,
happening.
and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation
I
like
definitely
this,
did that.
the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone
What does
who
that mean?
happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have
Yes.
fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right.
fled that
When you've
far
done
out.
that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who
Drifting
came
is
before
ridiculous.
You too.
I didn't move that much.
Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire
Didn't
species
move that
of
much.
invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls
Even if I
to.
move it like a
A
tiny little
fish?
bit.
Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again. Coming to
I
a
fucking hate this
staircase,
controller.
Stanley
I don't know why this
walked
controller's
upstairs
drifting
to
on
his
me.
boss's office.
Probably because I have like a freaking... My stick's drifting. I don't know if he's gonna say anything.
Okay, I think we
Okay,
all
yeah,
know
yes.
the drill by now.
So skip
blah,
it.
blah, blah. Dark
Thank you
secrets,
for that.
the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
I don't know how he pronounced surprise, but okay. Well, boys, so instead of going forward to do it, let's go up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Well, I wanted to do something in the boss's office, apparently. I don't know why this isn't ending. Weird.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical...
Yeah, this game's all about
one
8
after
as
the
well,
other,
apparently.
weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
I don't care, let me go back down.
Bolted to the edge of my seat. Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
Yeah, I
Ladies and
know.
gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
My brain. I can use my brain sometimes. I have a brain cell. Go back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
Yeah.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense
It's probably
is
the
killing me.
boss's office again. And that's why we're doing it in the first place. Because Stanley wanted to see the boss's office for some reason again. Because he's very addicted to it, probably. But I don't know. Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
Just said the words out of my mouth.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Wait, what? I'm just gonna...
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared
Are
to
you?
embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
No, no, no! Come on, bro! Yes, back to chilling out again until he freaking thinks he's finished.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have
Hey.
made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. Of course.
Shush.
Going back down in the elevator. How did I not
Come back down.
anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even...
Well, it's happening again.
That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Hello? Okay, that was very weird. I don't know why that happened. What the hell? Howdy everyone. So, you may have wondering what the hell was that cut that just happened? The short answer, my OBS decided I wanted to disconnect for some reason. So, we're here. So sorry about that cut. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my OBS decided to disconnect me. But we're fine. We're back again. So let's continue, and let's hope Video God won't have that issue again. Let's continue.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Wait,
Don't
what?
you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator, but the suspense, the
very
agony
top,
of
or
waiting and anticipating
boss's office
and
top?
having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Really?
There we
Is that
go.
really how slow
Isn't
we're
this
to go?
so much more exciting. You
Having a
Stanley,
joke?
It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that
Oh
things
boy.
get
Go
started.
ahead then.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the
No, this
audience?
is a brand new
Slow
ending. This
and
didn't
nuanced
happen in
appreciation for the story,
the original
the
game.
characters. Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different.
We're going up and down an elevator,
You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital.
You're starved for content? Just
That's
do
why people like
stuff
you
on
so
YouTube.
Much, Stanley, because you're not afraid
you make
to
content on
spit
YouTube.
in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is
Shit,
why
I forgot what his name was. He was doing the narration.
Well,
Shit.
I've gathered a little press conference for
Fuck.
you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh my god. The fuck is this?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All eyes on Stanley. Live on stage. Look at me. An evening with the War Peace, baby? What?
Ah, yes. Here it is, just through this door.
What about this door? What about over here? The Stanley Parable. Stanley. Tonight not live on stage. Stanley from the Parable, my god. What's over here?
Alright, are you ready?
Oh,
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling, and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
The fuck am I doing?
Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Uh-oh. Right. Holy shit! There's a fuck ton of people here. I can see myself. Oh. Amazing people. Oh. Phone? Phone?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. spaghetti.
How do you not have that
a
stuff
sugar,
already?
some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
I have a phone, so how is it on that desk? Okay, I'm gonna close this door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to
I don't
make
know why
a
she
decision?
can use my own
What if
phone.
a crucial outcome fell under
I have a
his
phone number for this
responsibility? He had
desk?
never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing
Yeah,
will
I'm gonna
hurt
wait.
me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He
Yeah,
no longer
I
had
know.
the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Will it?
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon,
Who?
very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Who?
He will be told what to do.
Who are you talking about?
Now it's just
Can I
a
know what
little
this
bit
guy
closer.
is?
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What? Oh. I guess, no. He didn't give me that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
You
could
see
he
right
do?
here, look at these lights, by
Stanley
the way.
decided to go to the
There's
meeting room.
1,
Perhaps
2,
he had simply
3,
missed a memo.
4, 5, 6.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I know. Hey. Why not? New content door? Should we do the new content door? We're gonna wait with one more ending, because I have one more ending to show you guys. That's a bit
When
different.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the
see, I'm
correct
plugging
way to
the
the
phone
meeting room,
ending.
and Stanley knew it perfectly
Now there's like
well.
one bit that's different
Perhaps
in
he
it
wanted to stop
than
by the
all of it.
employee lounge first.
So I might not
just
show
to
all of
admire
it, I'm just gonna show the bit
The
that's
lounge
different.
was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
I
that
don't
investing
care,
your
Will.
trust in someone
Shush.
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
My wife.
Please,
My
stop
wife.
trying to make every decision
There's a
by
type down here.
yourself. Now,
My
I'm
wife.
not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley.
Don't
Your
care.
chance to redeem yourself.
I'm gonna unplug
To
the phone
put
anyway.
your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your
No.
faith in another,
I'm gonna go ahead
then
and not pick up
the
this phone. Hell no. I'm gonna unplug the phone. Oh. Oh.
As Stanley
There we
picked up
go.
the phone, a white
Why
light
didn't go-
engulfed him.
why it took
filling
ages to
him not
unplug the
just
phone,
with
but okay.
brilliance, but with hope.
Yeah, there we go.
Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the
Basically,
phone. He's taken
there's only one bit
to the
that's
apartment where
different
he
in this
finds his
game,
wife,
that's
and the
this
two
ending.
pledge themselves to one another.
It's just the
Music comes in,
instructional
fade to
video
white,
plays
roll
is a bit
credits.
different.
Not picking up
First
the
bit
phone
of it
is actually
different,
somehow an
actually.
incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I
Yeah, I
just
found
say...
it.
No, that's not
Come on.
possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more
Yeah,
wrong
it
choices,
is.
you might have negated it
The
entirely.
actual,
it's as though you
the
completely
bit.
ignored even the most basic basic safety
instructional
protocol
video is
for
different. That's
real-world
what
decision-making. Or
different
did
with
you
this
not
ending,
grasp
and then we
the
can
severity of the
actually hop into the new
situation?
content.
Well, I won't have that kind of risk
I
on
won't
my
do all of it
watch.
just because it's
I'm going to
the
stop the
same.
game for a moment
Basically.
so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making.
If you want to see the whole ending, check out the
Please observe
previous
this helpful
2014
instructional
version of the
video.
game video.
Choice. It's the
Here we go,
best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most
We have
dangerous.
Stevens,
For example,
but
in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Rupert, eh?
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
No.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8...
Okay, the rest is just the same, so I'm gonna skip it. But anyway, there we go. A bit's a bit different.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as
Why
soon
am I
as he found a
uncomfortable?
new space
Why?
he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
New content ending. Let's do it. So if you do some of the endings, you get this door now. Instead of, I think it's 416 door? Now changed to new content door. Ooh. Now can I get anything while moving this door?
Oh, new content?
Shit, damn it.
What does that mean, new content?
I wanted to see what's behind there, but I guess I couldn't add them. Yes, we will go and see the new content. Okay. This looks different as hell in this one. Oh god!
Thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
No.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah, I know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Cool.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Here we go.
Well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Elevator, go.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Probably not. Are we stuck? Hello, can we move?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Alright, here we go. New content. Let's see. New content. Now, this one's a very long ending. I don't know why.
Of Stanley Parable
So long.
Ultra Deluxe. Mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Thank you.
All right. All right, let's see. It's
the
jump circle.
You can see my frame rate is like shit. Damn. Yeah, I'm jumping. Shit. No, I used all my jumps. Ow. God damn it.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have
God
to
damn.
say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. That's kind of funny.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Why?
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay. I guess I will start. Ow. Well, this is different. This is very different indeed. Okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the
I'm being
vent.
sussy.
I want to show you something.
Being sus in a vent. Oh god. I'm gone. Oh, I can't even go back anymore.
Okay,
Damn it.
you remember
Really?
how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ.
I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers
Elden Ring?
won't find
Hell?
it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone.
Oh.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yeah.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Back in October of 2013,
Shush.
when the game originally launched.
What can I
Back
find
then,
for you?
video
Thanks,
games had
shush.
integrity. Back then,
I may
it
have
all
misheard
meant
you.
something.
Could you try saying your request again?
Shut up. Thank you. I have to turn it off because that's annoying. Original. Oh, look at that. Look at all this shit. Well, on pressurized gas. What is pressurized gas? That's steam. Is steam called fucking pressurized gas? Must be. CDs. The demo. I played the demo. Yeah. Could get it. Now, if you go out here for a couple minutes, you should hear some singing, actually.
Je suis dans la mémorisation, c'est sur la pluie des loups, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la mémorisation, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour. Mais ici, Je me souviens de la sortie de the Stanley Parable.
Cool. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna stop
And
it.
over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
Funny.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay. Who's down here? Oh, yawn. Who's zone at maintenance? Whatever. Hey.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling in the beloved franchise.
I need to stop saying that to recognize it. Oh, where's the here? Hey, it's the serious room. Now, if you actually, I had seen a video where if you go through these boxes, you go through that freaking floor, so you don't see it. Just kind of sad, but whatever.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, this is open now.
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
I'm here.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory.
Pressurized gas. I think that's what steam is.
Down here. Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games.
Yeah, because on the PC version it would be Steam, but for Xbox and PlayStation it would be Pressurized Gas. Okay.
As well, weren't they?
You know it's Steam because it's that?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion.
Whatever the fuck this is.
Obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny. Trying to be funny.
Yes, you are unfunny sometimes. My God, my great Mr.
But the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Ooh! Yeah. What's this?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always will.
It'd be kind of funny if anybody who writing these comments played this game and seen their comment in the fucking game. That would be such a good reaction.
Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh, I can't jump. Okay, never mind.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive.
Oh my god.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Ah, okay, that's huge.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Ooh. Oh.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit there waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah
blah blah blah blah blah blah.
Too much, and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices.
Okay, it's repeating. Shush.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. Stanley!
What?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything.
Is he gone now? I think he's just gone completely. What the hell? The fuck is this beeping? Is there a bomb going off? What the fuck? Oh shit, that's really annoying. I'm gonna
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, enter.
Shush. Now gone again.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
The end is never its end, is never its end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
End is ever. Okay, I think these are gonna go longer and longer. Oh. Okay. And now everything's just destroyed now. What happened here? Oh, light. Light. Oh shit, there's light. I've never seen light before. Stanley hasn't seen light before. Oh. Plants! Let's go live in plants. Oh my god, I can live on plants. I think. Oh. My plants are gone. Oh god, it sounds really weird in here. Hey, keep pressing this button until it bloody goes. Creepy in here, is it? Oh, the button is gone. Oh, I can get out. Oh my god. In the desert? We're in the desert now. I think that's what's happened here now. We're in the desert. With whatever the fuck these are. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm back here again? I just teleported straight back here again? Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. New content? New content? Let's go through the new
notice my
content.
Sign. Yes,
go.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Do you really? Alright then. Let's see the new content. I need to see. Let's go.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about
Okay,
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original
Let's try and talk over because no one's actually on the phone at all.
And any new content for it should live up to that
so.
legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we
not
take
nonsense,
it
it's
one
content.
step even further. Which is why
very much good content.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, we're now gonna have sequel content now? Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An
Taste the
entirely new
sequel.
experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I think that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
look at
concepts,
this. New
surely
features.
the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Oh, look at this.
It
There's
all
like,
works
there's like an
itself out.
actual
Game
like
development is much more of a
thing you
fuzzy
can
magic
take pictures
than
on.
anything scientific or logical, really.
Hall Expo 2. Holy shit! I forgot how big this place is. Holy shit!
Try out some of the new features.
March. What's that QR code? One second. Let's see what this goes to. Oh. So it takes you to the StanleyParable2.com. Okay, that's a website, so you know what that means. Let's go on the website. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and go to the website, which is the StanleyParable2.com apparently. Oh, Jesus. Alright, give me a minute. Let me pause the game. We're going to check out this website, because this website has a video, so we can check this video out pretty fast. Let me quickly go and get... Now, the video might be played in like a different resolution, but you know what I mean. Basically, it takes you to... So the QR code takes you to this website, which is the Stanley Parable 2, now in... I guess a lot more, yeah, it takes you to the Stanley Parable website. Here's the sequel. Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2. Okay. A sequel, huh? Watch a helpful and instructive video more about the Stanley Parable and Johnny's becoming a sequel. We know all about. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there's a video. Oh my god, it's 10 minutes long. What the why is it 10 minutes long? Fun. We're gonna watch this 10-minute video. Because why not? Well, I might have to watch it in like this little resolution kind of thing, so sorry if you want it in full screen, but I cannot get it in full screen right now. I know this is gonna be... Anyway, let's continue. Continue on. I'm gonna turn this down for me. It's gonna be hell loud for me. Alright. Let's see what this is. I don't know what this video is. This is a 10-minute video of... Alright.
Say there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course.
God, sorry.
Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that lunch will be everything breakfast was and more. With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past.
What is this
we
video?
all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular.
Is this just a video, a 10-minute video on sequel stuff?
Aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old.
Oh my.
That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile, which we'll call the vertical automobile. It's a useless, impractical invention. And in 2 days' time, the man will be publicly stoned to death for his crimes against gravity. Not all sequels are heretical nonsense, however. Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death. Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy. Their names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government. Sequels can be very fashionable.
What the fuck is this video?
5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look
What?
at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky. In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that
Is this in a way, or like talking in like a American accent? I think it is. I think it is.
It's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too. We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another.
My favorite game.
And you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable. But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and you're not a child anymore. You're a man, which is like the sequel to a child. And as a man, you want manly things like taxes and cheating at baseball. You need a man's video game, Timmy. And that's why the Stanley Parable 2 will be perfect for you. It's as manly
I don't even know what the
games can get. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the burly hunk of a man who's responsible for the game.
3 minutes.
Huh, here he is, hard at work. His name is Gregory 8-Pack, and he's the cutting picture of raw, virile masculinity. Gregory is what we call the ideas guy, and he has the most important role on the team. The ideas guy tirelessly comes up with interesting concepts and then hands them off to the rest of the developers for the relatively simple job of turning those concepts into reality. For example, he's the one who picked up the phone and declared, "Someone ought to make a sequel to the Stanley Parable." Good work, Gregory.
God,
Go
fucking
ahead
hell.
and take the rest of the day off. With the hard part out of the way, work on the game can now begin. The game's developers must answer a simple question. What makes a sequel in the first place? Well, it's simple. Sequels are an opportunity to correct the mistakes of their predecessors. We've all made mistakes, and we've all caused harm to someone we love in order to cover up our mistakes. When developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make? Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated.
Wait, what the fuck?
We paid the licensing fees fair and square. Second,
What?
the Stanley Parable was catastrophic for this man named Leroy, whose personal information, including home address, social security number, and bank information, were all displayed prominently in multiple locations throughout the game. Although Leroy's money and identity were stolen, the fact remains that his personal information was the emotional core of the game, and absolutely vital
fuck
to
am I
our
watching?
understanding of the story.
What?
As reparation for the harm we caused him, the sequel will contain a brief and insincere apology to Leroy, tucked deep within the game where it will be difficult to find. Finally, the Stanley Parable made the mistake of leaking too many government secrets about the nature of the Time Wars. Without these intricate details of specific military tactics, the story is likely to make very little sense. But we've decided to remove them from the sequel in the interest of helping the state's efforts. We'll get to you yet, Time Dracula. Now then, it's time to set about constructing the Stanley Parable 2. Game development is a difficult and complex art, one which can only be fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories. They begin by studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form.
I don't know.
A specimen of technological perfection.
Game just makes no
Time
sense.
to exploit it for profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable was most widely known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind. So very well, jokes it'll be. During its development, over 500 kiloliters of comedy will be funneled directly into the core of the Stanley Parable 2, creating jobs for hundreds of machine operators and producing 30,000 tons of pollutant chemical byproduct, which will be pumped directly into local lakes, rivers, and beautiful nature reserves like these all over the country. Another common complaint of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay. And so for the sequel, its developers have gone to great lengths to fix this problem. Here we can see gameplay.
There was lots of gameplay. What the hell do you mean by that?
Every video game contains as many as 1,000 sheets of gameplay, and several of the largest games ever made contain close to 1,500. On mobile devices, the gameplay sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed, each of which must be delicately massaged by the hands of a child before being added into the game. This man is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing in his spare time. A good public stoning will cure him of that inclination. Let's check on Gregory real quick. Ha! Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press. In a competitive market, blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth buzz for your sequel. In fact, Blackmail is the currency of social progress.
Blackmail?
From
What
your
the fuck?
neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the man who helps you steal HBO, everyone responds to blackmail. And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice at home on your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands out after the end of the film. And finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting, and that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise. If you order the Stanley Parable 2, you'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows.
What?
Which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And there you have it. Everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable 2. Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to the Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question. Question, Billy. One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your insatiable gullet. You don't want thoughtful and nuanced answers to complex questions, Billy. You just want to eat bubble gum and cheated hopscotch. So get out there and consume. Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts like these that the world comes together in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all.
What?
Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels.
What?
For today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that was really weird. Is that it? Yeah. But by the way, this video is not actually... It's on their actual official Crows YouTube channel, and also it's an actual video that you can't even see on the actual channel. I think it's unlisted. Come on, load. I want to show people before we hop back into the game. Yeah, unlisted. It's an unlisted video on the Crows YouTube channel. That's kind of funny. That was cool, actually. Very cool. That was a very cool thing, but I don't care. I want to hop back into the game. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hop back in that game, bitches. Let's do it. Hop back in to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Alright, here we go. So, finish with that. The button that says your name, the player playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If
yes.
So... Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from
just for a Jim button?
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal value.
Jim.
Whoa there,
Jim.
cowboy.
Jim.
Sometimes a person
Jim.
can be
Jim.
too much,
Jim. I want to be Jim.
Otherwise soon...
No, don't take my Jim button away. No! Jim, no! No, Jim, no! Damn it, the Jim button's gone. No! Oh, my Jim button back, game. Damn it.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play
You
the
renamed
Stanley
it.
Parable
That's
2.
funny.
That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Here. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't
Why?
it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the,
Oh my
well,
God.
we'll figure that out later.
Settings World Champion. Should open, because I think I've already got the trophy. Let me double check. Didn't get that trophy? I didn't actually know I didn't get that trophy. I ain't got that trophy, let me check. What trophies? Give me a second. Yeah, look, see? Reward Sense Champion pin. Give me access. Guess I cannot get access to it. Ooh, a free new easy trophy. I want a trophy. I'm gonna go and get this trophy.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of gamers. We hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Collectibles.
What else? What other exhibits have you seen
collectibles?
yet? Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
So why collecting them?
The intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. Look at this fucking menu. Oh my god. Collect them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
The bucket! Oh, the bucket!
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable... Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
This one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
You dick! I wanted this one. I want because it would be funnier. But I guess he picked the wrong one for me. Thank you, dude.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving.
I'm going in the bucket.
The point of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable
reassurance bucket.
Reassurance?
See, Stanley,
Okay, I
every
can't
time
pronounce
you're
it well.
holding the bucket,
I'm
a
just gonna call it
sense of
bucket.
calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable.
We haven't even got to
will
like the
feel
real endings
perfectly
yet,
normal
because
and perhaps
it's still like the new content
you may
bit
even
of the
come to
game.
long for the gentle embrace
So I'm not
of
even,
jarring cognitive dissonance
not even
while
halfway
the
done
bucket is in your
right now, boys.
arms. And to be honest, it's a
We have a
much
couple
more
endings to do
convenient
in this
solution
one.
for me than actually redesigning
I want to do them
the game to be
pretty
less
fast because
uncomfortable.
don't
Can you
know,
imagine
today
what a pain
is
in the ass that would be?
WWDC,
Yes, the bucket
you know that?
is the perfect solution.
No, Apple.
Come on, give it a try.
Beginning in about 2 hours time, so watching that.
Can you feel it?
That was great timing.
The glow of comfort.
My dog
even
barked
in
when I
face
picked up
of
the bucket.
crushing
That was
despair,
fucking
must
fantastic.
already be
Oh my
sweeping
God.
through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Dude, I don't
All
care. I
within
just want to go
the
and
Stanley
do the rest of it.
Parable too.
Now, I would do the Infinite Hole one, but it does
Does
take a
anyone give
while
an
to
award
do it,
for
so
most
I want to actually
enjoyable
get
bucket
through
in a video
this
game?
game a lot
That
faster.
really should be
So,
an
we're
award
gonna leave
if
it.
isn't already.
Exit. Alright, what do you exit then? Exit. Jump circle. I would just do absolutely nothing. So since I don't have enough.
All right. Have you
Jumps.
seen everything you wanted to? Ready to
Yes.
move on now?
Yes. The hell? Oh my god, that's Stanley. Oh, shit. Creepy. No screenshots, please. Oh, Adam.
So, Stanley, what do you
Okay.
think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes,
No.
I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure
Okay, I
and the
thought this
gameplay
would be.
of the original.
This might be the first part of this stream
Maybe
because
that's it. I can
Evolution
take the
season is
original
so.
Stanley Parable
Probably
and
after I
simply
did this bit, I might end the stream for
insert
the day.
a few
But
of my new features into
don't be
it.
worried.
Tastefully, of course.
I will
With
do the
respect,
second part
with care for the vision
Probably.
and integrity of the original game.
later.
Would it
Yeah,
possibly
later in the afternoon, probably.
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says
Maybe I
with
might do it,
bold and
do it in the,
uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I
Yeah,
can
I will do it
something.
on tomorrow actually,
All right, perfect.
because I have Geek Week to do
Take a look.
as well. Oh, okay, we have a title screen now. And that is, well, we're gonna stop for a day, because I am going to stop here for the day because I have to get set up for a replay stream I have to do in about a couple of minutes with Geek Week, which is going to be fun. Netflix's Geek Week's happening today, so I have to go and get set up for that. So I am so sorry for the end of today's episode here. I thought I was going to do the full game today, but turns out I'm not, because I have Geek Week to do today. Should have. I forgot to do it, alright? Don't look at me. Boys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you very much have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, please hit that like button, so we find us press that bell icon. So I'm just gonna invite when any video comes on this channel, and of course, we hopefully see you guys. Probably tomorrow I'll be doing more of this game. Tomorrow we have about 3 streams I have to do tomorrow. We have Watch and Clank. Yeah, I have it installed. It's right here. We'll be doing Watch and Clank at 2 PM UK time. So that should be fun. And this stream's always scheduled. And then we have Little Nightmares as well. We'll be on the. It's not gonna be tomorrow, by the way. It's gonna be on the 8th. But tomorrow I am gonna be doing part 2 of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which should be fun. So yeah, should be good fun. Thank you boys so much for watching. Have yourself a nice day, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye, bye everyone. I will hopefully see you guys soon. Bye bye now.